Once again, welcome to Easy Elite English, free online lessons for stress-free learning. And this time we are going to have a video on teeth, care of teeth, brushing, dentition, oral hygiene. And we will also look into the anatomy of a tooth and the type and arrangement in human beings. So welcome to Easy Elite English on teeth and dentition. Now enamel and dentine are two of the hardest structures in our body. Harder than bone. We think bone is very hard, but much harder than bone. The hardest substance, the hardest structures, enamel and dentine. And these two form the main materials composing our teeth. So teeth is composed of two of the hardest substances, two of the hardest structures, enamel and dentine. Why? Why do we need the teeth to be made up of enamel and dentine? Because teeth suffer the maximum wear and tear. Teeth suffer the maximum wear and tear in one's lifetime. No other body part is subject to so much of constant frictional abrasion as the teeth. Compared to teeth, no other part of the body has so much suffering in terms of wear and tear. That's the reason teeth are made up of enamel and dentine. Now here we have got the structure of a tooth. Crown. Crown is a part you can see. Root is a part which you cannot see. And neck is a junction between crown and root. So the upper part of the tooth which you can see, crown, the lower part which you cannot see, roots, and the junction, the joining part is the neck. The type, number and arrangement of teeth is called dentition. Not only in man but in any animal, the type, number and arrangement of teeth is called dentition. Human dentition, or in general mammalian dentition in human beings or other mammals, this dentition is more specialized compared to, say, teeth in a frog or a lizard. If you compare the dentition in a frog or a lizard or even a crocodile, human dentition is much more advanced and specialized. Why? Here are some important features how they are more specialized. First, teeth are deeply embedded in sockets in the jawbone. Here we have in some lower animals, the teeth will be like this. Here you can see. You don't have to remember the names. In some other animal, the teeth will be placed like this. See, on the side in a groove. But in human or in mammal, the teeth is deeply embedded inside the socket. Deeply embedded inside the socket. So that is one speciality of mammalian dentition. Teeth are deeply embedded in sockets, which may not be the case in other animals. Second, now here we have got the teeth of a crocodile. Teeth in reptiles, for example lizards or crocodiles, are all alike. See, all the teeth are alike, all the teeth are similar. They may differ in size. For instance, this tooth is a little smaller. They may differ in size but have the same shape and same structure. They have the same shape and same structure. But teeth in humans and other mammals are of different shapes. They are of different shapes, different types. We have 4 different types of teeth. We have 4 different types of teeth, not like a crocodile. All the teeth are similar. We have 4 different types of teeth: incisor, canine, premolar, and molar. Different kinds of teeth. Now, the third point. In some lizards and frogs, a tooth lost is lost forever. It can never be replaced. Once it is lost, it is lost. But in most lizards, a tooth lost may be replaced, a new one will grow, and such replacements may occur several times in a lifetime. Multiple replacements. In human, there are 2 distinct sets or cycles in dentition. The temporary set, sometimes we call them milk teeth, which are deliberately shed, not accidentally lost. Deliberately they are shed at a certain age and replaced with permanent ones. And a permanent tooth, if lost, cannot be replaced. So 3 features. We have teeth deeply embedded in socket. We have different types of teeth, different shapes and structures, and 2 distinct sets. One milk teeth or temporary set or deciduous teeth, followed by a permanent set. So human dentition has 3 important features: teeth deeply embedded in socket, temporary set or deciduous set followed by permanent set, and different types of teeth for different work. While the main work of teeth is biting, cutting, tearing, grinding, and chewing, there is biting, cutting, tearing, grinding. In general, we call them mastication. Mastication is the general term for biting, cutting, tearing, grinding, and chewing. In addition to this mastication work, teeth play an important role in clear speech and in maintaining the shape of the face. See, the shape of the face with teeth and without teeth. The shape of the face with teeth and without teeth. So teeth is important in maintaining the shape of the face, particularly the premolars. The premolars are vital. So types of teeth we have incisor, canine, premolar, and molar. And remember, molars are absent in a child, means molars are absent in temporary set. The work of incisor, bite and cut. The work of canine, tear flesh. The work of premolar and molar, grind and chew thoroughly. So incisor, biting and cutting. Canine, tearing flesh. Premolar and molar, grinding and chewing the food thoroughly. Molars are absent in a child. In a child, you will find premolars, but not molars. Molars are present only in permanent set. Now here we have, this is the midline, and this is the upper jaw, this is the lower jaw. So we always count from the midline towards the angle of the jaw on either side. So counting from the midline, we get 2 incisors, 1 canine, 2 premolars, and in adults 3 molars. So counting starts from midline and goes backward to the angle of jaw on either side. Molars are absent in temporary set. These 3 molars on the right side, Similarly, 3 molars on the left side. The same thing in lower jaw, so making total 12. So that is the difference we get. 20 milk teeth and 32 permanent teeth. The difference of 12 is due to the absence of molars. 3 molars on the left side and 3 molars on the right side, and the same thing again in the lower jaw, 3 on the left side, 3 on the right side. So 12 molars which are absent in milk teeth, that's why the difference of 12, 32 minus 12, 20. 20 milk teeth and 20 plus 12, 32 permanent teeth. So we can say incisors, upper right 2, lower right 2, similarly upper left 2, lower left 2. Canine, 1 each, upper right, upper left, lower right and lower left, 1 each. Premolars, 2, 2, 2, 2. And molars, 3, 3, 3, 3. Now, instead of writing in such an elaborate way, we have a shorthand way of writing that's called dental formula. Now, there are several ways of writing dental formula. We can write the dentition on both sides. I means incisor, 2, 2 means 2 on the left and 2 on the right. Upper jaw, and again 2, 2 means 2 on the left and 2 on the right, lower jaw. C means canine, 1, 1, upper jaw, 1, 1, lower jaw. Left side, right side, upper jaw, left side, right side, lower jaw. P means premolar, 2, 2, 2, 2, upper jaw and lower jaw. Molar, similarly, 3 on each side, upper jaw, 3 on each side, lower jaw. Or we can write only for one side because the left side and right side would be identical, symmetrical. So we mention only one side. I 2 by 2, canine 1 by 1, premolar 2 by 2, and molar 3 by 3. So we can write only one side. Or we can omit the letters because we are always writing in the same order. You can't change the order. We will always write first incisor, then canine, then premolar. So if you omit the letters, you get 2, 1, 2, 3 upper jaw, 2, 1, 2, 3 lower jaw. And if you want the dentition of a child, just omit this one. Write 0 here. For the last one, just write 0 and you will get the dentition of a child. So you can also write either with letters or without letters, either both sides or only one side. So in general, it is convenient to remember 2, 1, 2, 3 by 2, 1, 2, 3. That means 2 incisors, 1 canine, 2 premolars and 3 molars on each side of upper jaw, and similarly 2, 1, 2, 3 on each side of lower jaw. So you have to multiply it by 4 to get 32 teeth. And in case you want the total number of teeth for a child, replace it with 0. This is not there, molars are not there. And if you multiply by 4, you will get 20. Now we will look into each type. Incisors are chisel shaped with sharp edges. They are used for cutting and biting. You can see the figure. A man eating a biscuit or a person eating sandwich. The first bite is always through incisors. Incisor, the first bite, whether you are eating a biscuit or a sandwich, biting and cutting first with incisors. We have 2 incisors on the left side and 2 on the right side in each jaw, making 8 in all. This is the shape of an incisor tooth. Next, canines. Canines are long and sharp pointed teeth. They are sometimes called fangs. Canines are used for tearing, mainly flesh, and they're absent in many herbivores like rabbits or cattle. Many of the herbivores do not have canine teeth. We have 1 canine on the left side and 1 on the right side of each jaw, that means 4 in all. See where they are using the canine. Tearing off, whether it is the outer covering of a piece of sugarcane or a chicken leg piece. Canine are used for tearing off mainly flesh. Premolars and molars both are used for grinding and chewing. Both premolars and molars are used for grinding and chewing. They have flat, broad surfaces. You can see flat and broad surfaces. And the upper and lower ones act like mortar and pestle. This is mortar and pestle. That is the way in which they work. The upper tooth and the lower tooth, in case of premolar and molar, they work like mortar and pestle. We have 2 premolars, 3 molars on the left and on the right side in each jaw. Total 8 premolars and 12 molars. But as we said, this will be absent in case of milk teeth. Molars are absent in temporary set. And the third molars are called wisdom teeth because they develop late. The last molars, first molar, second molar, the last molar at the back of the mouth, that's called wisdom because they develop late. Now here we have the structure. We already saw that what you can see is the crown and what you cannot see is the root. Now in crown, first we have an enamel, then dentine, and then pulp. Here we have blood vessels and nerves. So here we have pulp, blood vessels and nerves. Here dentine and enamel. And deep down it is embedded in the socket, the bone of the jaw. We also have blood vessels and nerves, and the part which you cannot see is root. The part which you can see is crown. Crown, the outermost layer enamel, and the second layer dentine. Dentine. Now, let us see the cause of tooth decay. The first stage, when you can see some white spots, that are asymptomatic, means you don't feel any discomfort, so it is often ignored. The second stage, you have got enamel decay, but still the dentine is there, so no significant pain or distress. Now dentine decay, now you feel painful or sensitive, and when it enters the pulp, that is very, very painful and intolerable. So first white spots, no symptoms. Enamel decay, no significant symptoms. When it enters the dentine breaks, then painful, and when enters deep into the pulp, very, very painful. Now a sticky layer on a tooth that harbors bacteria is called a plaque. Plaque is a layer, a film, a coating containing thousands of bacteria. If left untreated, it hardens to become tartar. When it was soft, it was called plaque. When it is hard, then it's called tartar. The bacteria invade the enamel and then dentine and enter the pulp area, and it becomes very painful. The hole made by the decay of a tooth is called cavity. Bad oral hygiene. Why do we get cavities? Bad oral hygiene, excess sugary food and drink, and acid reflux. So what should we do? Brush teeth after meals. Limit sugary food intake. Eat vegetables and salad. Rinse mouth after any food, and visit your dentist every 6 months. How to brush the teeth? Here we got the correct way of brushing. Brush in small circular motions. Start with the outer surfaces, then brush the inner surfaces, and then clean the chewing surfaces, and then lastly clean your tongue. And symptoms of tooth decay: bad breath, sensitive to heat and cold, tooth pain, pus and blood. you will get bad smelling breath, you will be having problems in eating or drinking very hot or very cold things, pain, and sometimes pus and blood. So what you do is correct way of brushing in small circular motions like this, small circular motions. First outer surface, then inner surface, then chewing surface, and last brush your tongue. So that was Easy Elite English. We will come back with more videos. Till then, thank you and goodbye.